Hello, welcome to your tour of Quilt Mercantile. When you come in, you'll be greeted by our two Laura Heine projects right when you come through the door. And then as you just take it in, we have a large showroom that's got really high ceilings and a lot of quilt samples throughout the walls and on the top and on the bottom. So we try to make it look like a very rustic setting. As you come into the right of our store, you walk into Kimberbale Corner. This is a new addition to the front of our store. We became a certified dealer in the fall of 2020, and it's been very well received. So as you make your way through our seasonal room, we have a color wall with all kinds of bolts of fabric, hundreds of bolts in the spectrum of the rainbow. So the shimmer is a Northcott product that just has a little bit of metallic on it. And then grunge, we are all very well aware of how popular and wonderful the grunge fabric by Mode is. So this room is dedicated to our classes of all types and sizes. We have long arm classes, we have Zoom classes that are either embroidery, long arm, a couple of different options, but we reconfigure this class just based off what's going on. A lot of times we fill it with our new fabric arrivals, samples that haven't been quilted, but this room again we use all the wall space for more samples. So as you come out of the classroom, you come into the showroom again. We go front and back. This is our cutting table. We've just received a large order in, so it's got a mess everywhere. We have handy quilter rulers for long arm use, and then more samples and more fabrics. Our 18-foot ceilings make it really nice to be able to display products that we have. We've got this really cute dinosaur project. And we are in love with Laura Heine patterns, so we've got an abundance of them here on this display. So we have a really large selection of batiks. As you can see, this is one side of the display with hundreds of batiks from all different manufacturers. This is the other side of our batiks. So we have, as you can see, hundreds of batiks. And then this masterpiece in the middle is by Pearl Piera. She comes to teach applique, and she loves to use the batiks in the applique projects. Our front display has a sundry of different quilting projects and goodies, so we try to put something different here as something comes out. And then Lori Holt, we have several of her projects going, so this is one of the ones from 2020 that we have just a couple of kits left of, and we're going to be moving on in June to her brand new sew along. I cannot wait to show everybody that one. And then we have a section of Western fabrics, and we have some pre-cuts over here, a couple of panels. We usually switch those out. A great Americana project up on the very top as you look in the store. And then our section of Lori Holt fabrics are here along the wall, the east wall, as you travel through our store. Another rounder of various threads for long arm quilters, just all kinds of gadgets. I have a really cool glow in the dark project here, but all of this kind of changes out. It's trying to give you a feel of the layout of the store as you go through and shop and see what treasures we have here for you. And there's a Ruby Star quilt that we have just finished up and hung. Back through the store you will see our machine section, where Devin's going to tell you just a little bit about the expansion that we've been doing.
Hello, I'm Devin. So we are an Elna, Bernina, and Handy Quilter dealer, so we cover domestic and long arm machines. Within a domestic, we've also got more into embroidery, and so we're carrying many of the multi-needle machines that Elna makes. As a part of that, we also obviously service those brands. In addition to most brands out there, we service anything Janome makes, which includes Elna and Neki as well. The Handy Quilter, which also includes currently the Baby Locks and Janome, are made by Handy Quilter. And then we also service a lot of the older singers, a lot of the featherweights, some 401s, 301s, things of that nature. So we're very good. We service it all here. We have 3 service technicians. I'm one of them. And we'd love to help you with machine sale and service. And come and see us for that, please.
So this is our notions wall that is kind of the wall on the other side of where the color wall was. And we have just all kinds of goodies that people have used and told us were really good items. So this is some Americana fabrics mixed in with some of our historical prints. You can see some Americana that's just arrived in the backdrop there. Very beautiful line. And then we've got some Civil War on this. Historical print, Civil War, kind of all the same thing. So back by the cutting table we have our whites and blacks, most of them tone on tone, and those are always very useful. And so we try to keep this pretty well stocked. We have some that we need to fill in, as you can see, but it's impossible to show you the whole store. It would be way too long, but I think you kind of got a snippet of the things that we have in the store, and I hope that you'll come and check us out in person.